This is my second attempt at a rocket stove. I believe it has a total of 15 bricks. The first attempt was, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 fewer bricks yesterday, day before yesterday, and as a result there was no real airflow. This still is not working great. Partly because a lot of my tinder was still slightly damp from all the rain we had lately. I cheated and stuck in as an accelerant a few bits of candle drippings I had. The wood down inside is definitely burning. I've gotten past the super smoky stage, but I'd still prefer virtually smoke-free. So I don't know if it's a question of the quality of the fuel, most of which was dry, or the fact that I need to refine the design. Here's the intake here. I was able to get the fire going, just gagging on the smoke, by blowing in there, and I'd accidentally plugged it up with a piece of rolled up newspaper, so once I took it out I got a good airflow. You can see how much heat's coming out here. Oh yeah, wow. Yeah, that would definitely bring a pot to boil, which is one of my goals. I want to eventually use this or something like it, a refined version, to heat the water for when I scald chickens and ducks to pluck them. I've always been very conscious of the fact that I would raise these free-range animals and a great life and all organic food and all that, and then turn right around and go in the house and use electricity to heat up a very large quantity of water. My plan is to take 2 bricks like that and set them across the top in a crosshatch pattern, and that's what the pot would rest on so as to not block the opening for airflow, and I'm pretty sure that would work. I'm going to continue to twiddle with this design, try to get the smoke factor down, but it definitely produces a lot of usable heat, and the fuel was literally just little pieces of scrap wood in the chicken scratch pathway from limbs and branches, and a few pieces of actual processed wood from my firewood bin, very small pieces, about the size of, say, Fig Newton cookie, something like that. Peer down inside. It looks like I'm beginning to get the bed of coals I was wanting. Yeah, there's a lot of heat coming out of that. I toyed with all different kinds of locations around the yard, and I realized that I really want it close to the back door because my kitchen's just inside there, and why trudge something heated all the way from the south end of the backyard like I thought about when I could do right here. Sit there in a chair and watch things cook, chat with a friend. I want to have another chair over here so 2 people can sit together and chat while things cook. But I'm really pleased with this second attempt. Let's see. Pretty sure there's 9 bricks for the sides, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, this is a 15 brick design. The one I saw online that got me so inspired, I think they called a 16.5 brick. Well, there you go, y'all, my first rocket stove. I think I'm probably pretty close to having it so-called perfected. What I'm thinking will also help is, once I choose a final design, is to seal up the seams on the sides with some clay on a spatula, and I think that would help to ensure that almost all the airflow comes in from the front intake. It's a beautiful autumn day here in Tampa. One of the roses I bred years ago, this climber, has been going nuts. It's an open pollinated seedling of blush noisette. Nice, long, graceful, arching growth, which I've got to train back up into that rebar. So it's kind of an idyllic day. Very low humidity, windy and brisk, by Tampa standards at least, and so it seemed like a good chance, a good day to do this. Of course, I dampened the pine needles around it with the watering can, which is full of water in case something gets out of hand. Let's do one last check and see if the absence of smoke means it's mostly flame in there. Yeah, that's a wonderful source of heat to cook with. Bye-bye, y'all.